Hey guys, I feel like I got pretty good at this, and I'm probably going to mess this up now because it's the last one, and I've decided to film it. However, we're going to give it a shot. I'm no professional by any means, but I have a friend that's a professional, and he used to do a lot of lettering and vinyl work for me, and I watched him do it a lot, so I picked up some tricks from him. Nothing you're going to see here is professional, so don't I messed up already. Dang it. So don't call me out, alright? I'm not a professional. Don't claim to be. Don't want to be. It's just one more thing in my little jacket of trades. I'm doing it out of necessity because here in Kansas I don't have my super great network that I used to have back home. This is crooked already. I already got it messed up. Yeah, I don't have my great network I had back in New York. So, that's it. Then we're battling the wind. This is going to be tough. It's going to be super tough with the wind. Anyway, this tape doesn't want to stick to stainless steel. The wind's blowing the wrong direction. Let's see, what other kind of excuse can I come up with? This tape really is not cooperating today on any of the stainless steel. And it's probably because I bought the cheap tape, because I'm so not cheap. I don't know if I'd say that out loud. Some people might not believe me. No, I'm kidding. Everybody who knows me knows I'm cheap. But anyway, I'm cheap is why I'm doing it myself. But let's give it a shot. Here we go. I'm gonna peel this back just a little bit, all the way to the bottom. Hopefully keep our placement. This is pretty good vinyl. I did spend some money and get pretty good vinyl. Let's see. Alright, let's cut this paper off. Get that out of the way. Alright, paper's gone. Put the paper where the paper's not going to blow away. And gotta be a squeegee. Now, my friend, who is the professional, always had a little bottle of soapy water he'd spray on here so that when it didn't stick quite where you wanted it, he could pull it back off and replace it. I tried that the other night. That method did not work for me. Oh man, it got ugly quick. Real quick. So, here's how I do it. I put it on dry. And I just work it a little bit at a time. Trying to keep the bubbles out, but you'll see that there's bubbles on the print. Like soapy bubbles on purpose. But then you're also going to see there's going to be some bubbles under the sticker, which I just thought was maybe par for the course. You have soapy bubbles, why not have some air bubbles? And you just keep working it as evenly as you can to try to not get bubbles. Oh no! Oh, Jesus. Almost crashed and burned. When you get to the edge, kind of gotta just go for it. No more messing around. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Alright. We're on. There's half. There's half. Woo! Bon Jovi! We're halfway there. Alright, now I come up here and start taking all the tape off so that doesn't hinder me because the sticker's half on, so the sticker's going to hold it in place now. So we no longer need the tape. And considering this is the last one, you're getting raw footage. I'm not going to be able to hide anything or edit anything or pick the best out of 4 decals that I've installed because I waited until the last one in the video. So, here we are. Yeah, we peel this back off. I don't like to take it all off because then the wind blows and it folds over on itself. So I just peel the back a little bit and then start working it again, going the other direction. Little by little, about a ½ inch at a time. And it probably takes longer. But you know what? From the street, it looks really good. From the street, it looks awesome. Let's just hope this venture works out. There's a lot of time invested here. A lot of learning too. I don't really know much about car washes. So it was kind of a bit of a college degree for me. Just like a decal application. Get some real hands-on experience right here. But I'd say this might, oh man, I don't want to jinx myself because I'm almost to the end, but this might be the best one yet. This might have went on better than all the rest of them. So, let's see. Really close. Should we just go for the gusto? Blow it right in there. We're so close. We got about 3/4 of an inch left. Let's get it a little bit more. Hate to wreck it. It's 22 inches wide. Hate to wreck it on the last 3/4 of an inch. It's on, folks. We got it. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's some bubbles in it. And I'll show you the trick that my friend, Mr. Mallory, who is living up in beautiful Florida, the trick he taught me, well, he didn't really teach me, I just kind of watched him do it. So I guess I stole the trick from him. He is the professional. He put more vinyl on than the people who make the vinyl. Probably. If that makes any sense. Yeah, take your razor knife. And I try to push one bubble to the next bubble. And then you just put a little tiny relief slit in it to let the air out. And then the rest of the vinyl will lay right down all around that slit, and you can hardly see the slit. Like I said, he's the professional. And I've seen him do it. I keep saying he taught me it, but he really didn't teach me it. I've just seen him do it. Yeah. So there it is. Pretty good. It's like, I don't know, maybe 15 little air bubbles. Probably not really anything to even worry about, honestly. Not a freaking car wash vacuum. But yeah, there it is. It's done, guys. Broad Street Car Wash.